everyone, my name is Lucy and today I am so excited because today I am sharing with you a secondhand luxury haul. I know, that I bought from a Japanese auction website. Technically all of these things I got through Yahoo Auctions Japan, but the buying agent or kind of agent thing website was Buyee. And I am really excited for today's video because a lot of the time when I'm making you your little tasty weekly content, yum yum yum, a lot of the videos I'm reviewing these fashion brands and I'm kind of just picking a broad range of stuff. And yeah, I usually try to pick stuff that I'm likely to like because I don't think it's fair to pick things that I'm not gonna like. But I'm typically picking out a range of things to try, not necessarily to own and keep personally for myself as an individual consumer, but more of a smorgasbord of things to review and just generally give you a better idea of the range of a clothing brand, etc. So this video is different in a sense because I didn't start out this video thinking I was going to make content of it. I started out this video because I just wanted the Vivienne Westwood pearl choker. I know it's a trendy item, I know it's all over the dink donk, but it's just very me. And I really wanted one, but I did not want to pay full price for one. And then I was watching Lainey Ozark, who I'm sure a lot of you probably watch as well. She's a really great fashion YouTuber. But she was saying that she found, I believe it was a Vivienne Westwood beret on Buyee, which is one of those sort of third-party proxy Yahoo auction websites. So you can use this website to shop on Japan Yahoo Auctions. This video isn't sponsored by them, by the way, but if they want to hit me up because I had a lot of fun. But essentially, while I believe you can get things shipped directly to you from Yahoo Japan Auctions, I think it's a little bit challenging. Like the system is not necessarily made for that function in terms of addresses and things like that. So if you're not an expert on things like Yahoo Japan Auctions, which I absolutely am not, it just makes it a little bit easier and I can buy a few different packages and then they'll put them all together and ship them to me. And today the shipment came. So essentially what happened was I wanted the Vivienne Westwood pearl choker. I saw it and I'd never seen it before and it just spoke to me. I was like, this is so me. I love pearl jewelry. It's probably my favorite category. It's silver, it's rhinestones, it's gorgeous. I would like. But if my memory serves me correctly, when I looked them up to see what they would be like to buy, you know, little treat yourself kind of thing, it was like 300 Australian dollars, maybe more, for the choker I was looking at, and I just thought that that was quite a bit of money. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if Buyee might have that Vivienne Westwood necklace that I'm looking at, and they did. And they had a lot of other cool stuff too. So quick explanation on Buyee. I'm not gonna get too into it because I just recommend you to check out the website. You can look around it and get a feel for it pretty quickly. So it's designed so that you can buy things locally in Japan and get it shipped to their warehouse in Japan, and then they can forward it to you. So it's sort of like a shipping forwarding service as well. I've used them before, so I was familiar with the concept. There's essentially some extra fees on each item that you purchase, as well as a fee to consolidate all the items into a package, as well as a very expensive shipping fee. Normally the shipping isn't too bad, but just because of the shipping situation at the moment, there weren't many options for shipping and I kind of wanted some things for Fashion Week, which is coming up, which is really exciting. So I just copped it. The shipping fee was painful, but I feel like I got such good deals that even with the shipping fee on top, I still got a bargain, if you can believe it. All the things I bought today were from Buyee and specifically from Yahoo Japan Auctions. You can buy things on Mercari, which is sort of like Depop or Poshmark, but in Japan. And there's some other things as well. So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing the 5 things that I bought through Yahoo Japan Auctions. I think most of these I bid on. You can just buy things outright, but I found the best deals were usually the ones where you bid. Although you can get really good prices on things just straight up secondhand if you buy outright. But again, I feel like the thrill of the bargain, the thrill of the chase. And this wasn't a quick process, by the way. I have accumulated these 5 items since January. Like I found and bought the first thing I wanted in January and have been stalking the website ever since. So it's definitely been a slow but satisfying burn, and I'm really excited to share these things with you because they're all things that I personally wanted to add to like my wardrobe, my collection. I haven't looked at them yet. Shall we just get into it? So this is a huge chunky box, and I kind of thought that they would consolidate the packages by unpacking the individual packages and then repacking them together to like minimize packaging, but it seems like they've just put all of the individual packages in a big box. So I actually don't know what any of these are. Like they're quite literally in like paper and plastic packaging. It's very random. So this video is just going to be a casual show and tell, kind of showing you my spoils of the bidding war. So let me know if you'd like to see a video kind of more focused on how to shop on Buyee, how to kind of find the sort of things you're looking for, because there's a lot on there. So how to sort of narrow things down to be able to more efficiently search through the site, things like that. I'm happy to share that. But this video is not going to be particularly big brain, lots of details, because I'm just excited to share the goods. So I'm going to open this first one, and again, I don't know which any of the packages are, so we're kind of getting a blind reaction. I haven't opened anything yet. If I'm correct, I think this is going to be a jumper. Okay, it's the jumper, and this one actually came from Book Off, which if you have ever visited Japan, Book Off is like a secondhand bookstore, if I remember correctly. I think I remember buying volumes of Madoka Magica from there anyway. But I think even though from the name and from the stores I've been to, they specialize in secondhand books, I think they do other secondhand stuff as well, as evidenced by the fact that they sold me this jumper. Oh my God, this color is stunning. Have you ever seen such a juicy, delicious pink in your life? It looks a little more reddy kind of on camera, but it's this really gorgeous, juicy candy pink in real life. And it feels lovely and YSL baby. So I'll insert some clips of me wearing the items so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, because from here you're not gonna see much. But this is a vintage YSL jumper, and I bought it for 75 Australian dollars. It is 100% wool, and it has this tiny little logo here, if you can see as well. But what I really liked about it and why I decided to buy it is because I like turtlenecks. It's coming into autumn winter season here, and it's 100% wool, so it's really nice quality. And to buy a 100% wool turtleneck in a fuchsia pink color, I would pay 75 Australian dollars anyway. It's kind of just an added bougie bonus that it's YSL, but you know, ultimately it's not overly branded, and that's actually how I prefer like luxury goods. Like, I buy them all the time, I don't. But generally I just prefer pieces that have less visible branding, unless we're talking the complete opposite end, which is like full Y2K logo mania. I kind of like that in its own way because it's just sort of like campy and fun, but generally I prefer things that are more subtle. So this is literally just a plain pink wool turtleneck, but I feel like it's a good deal for a pink wool turtleneck, and it has the added value that it's a YSL turtleneck. So, you know, I knew that even if I bought it, it's a pink wool turtleneck, I'm hoping I'm gonna love it. But if for whatever reason it was too big or too small or it didn't fit right, I'd be able to resell it on Depop for, you know, hopefully what I got for it. I haven't put it on yet, and I know I should probably wash this first, but I'm just gonna, oh, that really mucked up my hair. Well, from this angle, I just look like Mabel Pines, which is very slay, but the length is gorgeous and it fits really nicely and it's super comfy, and I'm obsessed with the color, so yay. I think I can tell by feeling this one which one this is. It's like Christmas. So this is a beret from Kangol. I think that's how you pronounce it. But essentially this is a really cool streetwear brand that I've been seeing a lot of recently that I've had my eye on. And just out of interest, I think I just put the brand name into the search bar, and this kind of fluffy Angora style beret came up. And this is actually brand new with tags. It's not even been worn. And this was 8,360 yen. So something like 90 Australian dollars, maybe a little bit more. So nearly 100 Australian dollars. And I got it for 25 Australian dollars. So obviously you have to add some fees and shipping onto that, and you have to kind of do that with all of the things you're buying. But considering I was already going to get other pieces and going to be paying for shipping anyway, this is a hat. It's not going to add a lot to the shipping. And I was looking for it anyway. And let me put it on. Ooh. Oh, my hair clip's broken. Slay. It's got an adjustable tie at the back, so you can kind of tighten it to fit nicely onto your noggin. Okay, it's a little bit bigger than I expected, but it is really cute. I don't know if it's like too much. Obviously with the white t-shirt, it looks a little weird, but I feel like paired with, you know, like a pastel and black color combo coordinate, I feel like it could give slay. But look, berets are a wintertime staple for me. This is a bit more of an OTT kind of vibe, but okay, again with the t-shirt is really not giving the vibe, but if you just imagine, even just with the YSL turtleneck that I just had on, you know what I mean? Like snooty winter princess. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Am I giving snooty winter princess? I will give snooty winter princess. I will do justice to this beret, but it fits and it's cute and I'm excited about that. So that's that one. So now by using the power of statistics, I I can pretty much figure out what's what based on the sizes. Ah, I nearly cut through the box. That would be scary. You ready? I'm a bargain hunter. So this is a Cult Gaia mini arc bag. These retail for, I think, at least $150, if not more, maybe 300, maybe more. I'll pop a little picture up here of what they retail for. I got this for 39 Australian dollars plus fees and shipping. But it's so cute. So the other two items that I just showed you were items that I just kind of came across and my heart was like, these are great. If I can snag a deal on them, I'll be very happy. And that is what happened with those two items. This one was one that I actually had wanted for a while. Like, I have always liked the little Cult Gaia arc bags and I thought they were really cute, but I just felt like for the price point, I couldn't justify it. So when I saw the little mini in the clear, sold to the highest bidder, which was me. As I've mentioned multiple times in multiple videos on this channel, I'm going on holiday soon. I'm going on a tropical holiday in June and I'm very excited, and I figured this would be the cutest bag, and it was 39 Australian dollars. 30. Did someone say steal? Did someone say bargain? I did, it was me. And I didn't even have to think about what it's gonna match because it's clear. So it just matches whatever I hold it up against. Just say so far, obviously the beret was new. The sweater is in really great condition. It basically looks brand new. This one I can tell has been touched a bit because it's got some sort of marks on the inside. So I'll have to give it a little bit of wipe down, but it's nothing noticeable at all. It's not like it's been scratched or dinged up. It's not in bad condition at all. It's just a little bit dusty, just kind of like it's been sitting somewhere, which it has been. It's been sitting in a storage unit for a couple of months while I waited to finish shopping and then ship everything. I just feel like I am shopping mega mind. My brain, enormous. The deals, huge. The savings, massive. So that's that one there. Next up is the item that started it all. That sent me spiraling. It wasn't spiraling, okay, I was responsible. So this is the Vivienne Westwood Pearl Bass Choker. I know there's like the triple string one with the big kind of one, but I really like just the dainty little one. It's super cute, and it had been something I had on my wish list for a while and was on the hunt for, and I just saw it on the website. I actually think I saw one first and bid on it and didn't win on it, but I saw that in the end, I think it went for maybe 100 Australian dollars, and I thought to myself, that's not bad. Like, that's a third of the price of, you know, buying one new. I don't think that's bad at all, especially because it was in really lovely condition. And a lot of the items you'll find on Yahoo Japan Auctions, especially if you're looking at luxury brands, will be in really decent condition. And if they're not in good condition, they will be significantly reduced in price. So unless it's a super sought after item, a lot of the more damaged ones will go for a really good price. But if you're looking for a Prada nylon bag or a Dior saddle bag, those will still cost a lot because they're just really sought after. Even if they're dirty, people are happy to pay to get one to then pay to go get it repaired, which makes sense. Seeing that they were selling these, I kept an eye out on Buyee, and a few days later I checked back and they were selling this one, and I bid on it and got it for 90 Australian dollars, which I don't think is bad. Again, taxes, fees, shipping all considered, so you do have to add a little bit extra onto that price, but I'm not mad about it at all. Sometimes with designer pieces or more expensive pieces, I do consider buying a dupe or a replica. Not so much with smaller designer and boutiques, like I would prefer to save up and purchase from the independent designer, but from, you know, big mega corporation luxury brands, I don't really have a lot of beef with dupes and replicas because they're big corporation mega luxury brands. That's just me. That's kind of just how I personally feel on it. But with this piece, because the authentic price is around 300 Australian dollars, for me personally, I would feel comfortable paying for that after a while if I still really, really wanted it. So for me, if there is a scenario where if a good deal came up or if I was treating myself on my birthday and I felt comfortable spending that amount of money, then I'll usually wait to buy the real one. And I feel like for whatever reason, if I fell out of love with this piece because it is an authentic, you know, Vivienne Westwood choker, I would feel comfortable reselling that. Obviously this one, I don't have the tags in the box for it, which is a little bit of a shame, but also I don't plan on selling it because I love it. But if I did, I only bought it for 90 Australian dollars. So that's the benefit again of buying secondhand. And also I bought it secondhand, so they didn't have to make a new one for me. I could just buy one from someone who decided they didn't want theirs anymore, which is great because I wanted it. I'm really, really happy with that. She's gorgeous. This is the last piece, and this was a wild card. This was not something I went searching for. This, I simply put in the search term, I believe, pink Versace, just to see what would come up out of interest, because you can get a lot of things that start bidding at 1 yen. So things like Chanel bags, they'll sometimes start the bidding at 1 yen to kind of get people in. But obviously Chanel bags, they're gonna go for a lot more than 1 yen. They often go for several hundred, several thousand on the website. Okay, people on Buyee, they got money to spend. So a lot of the time I would just search like colors that I liked. But Versace's not a brand that I really have looked into a lot, because traditionally a lot of their kind of classic designs as I was a teenager and growing up were not something that were just super appealing to me. But because some of their more recent stuff was up my alley, and they actually tend to have more recent stuff on the website as well. Like it's a mix of really vintage and also super new stuff. I figured I would just search pink Versace. And that is how I bought this. I'm a bit nervous about this one because I could not find for the life of me a picture of this original piece on the runway from a store. I can only find things that were similar. I reversed Google image search the heck out of this. I went into archive fashion show footage. I really looked, but I couldn't find it. But from what I could tell, the design would have been something that would have been sold in one of the collections, because when I searched for the materials and the details on this piece, there were some kind of old articles saying that, you know, this was the hallmarks of a particular collection. So you already know it's Versace, but it is in fact Gianni Versace. I could tell from the listing that it maybe needed a bit of a dry clean and a bit of TLC. I got this for 89 Australian dollars. Allow me to introduce you to this, I believe, 80s or 90s original Gianni Versace baby pink suede leather coat. It says leather on the listing. I believe it's shearling on the inside, because when I looked up, I did find a description of a collection with items that match the sounds of this jacket. So I think that's maybe the collection it's from, but again, it's hard to tell. Like maybe it was something that was only sold in retail and didn't feature on runway. Like I don't really know, but they did say that Gianni Versace made these coats that were like a leather shearling kind of mix, and that's what this seems to look like. It's got these little antique gold starfish style buttons that are really cool. This is so cool. Is it me? Am I the drama? There is some mild drama with this purchase. I would say unfortunately, but I don't feel like it's unfortunate because I just think it's so iconic that I'm kind of like not overly bothered by literally anything about it. It is a little bit big on me, and I kind of knew that from the measurements, but it's really hard to tell from the photos and measurements because it's a coat. As long as your measurements fit inside it, it's kind of hard to visually decide how oversized it's going to be. These sleeves do roll up, so they were really long on me, but I think they are probably designed to roll up because I can't imagine someone has arms with this length rolled all the way down long. Like I think it is designed to have that detail. There is a little bit of discoloration, which again I'll include some clips of, but essentially across the garment there's a combination of more like muted pinky gray and like a more light pink. So I do think it just needs a really good clean. So hopefully taking it to the dry cleaners and letting them kind of, you know, really just give it a good, gentle but solid clean will helpfully make the kind of overall appearance a little more even. I will say it's super warm and super cozy. It obviously has this gorgeous baby pink dusky shearling all the way through the jacket, which is so iconic, and it's really comfy. So even if it doesn't come out looking like the most brand spanking new sparkly piece, it is very comfy and very warm. And it's kind of wholesome because it means that the person who sold it or who owned it before me wore it a lot, and that's good because you should wear something this fabulous a lot. But even with the condition that it's in, I paid 90 Australian dollars for this, and you know, I kind of knew this one was going to be the diciest of them all. I kind of knew it was going to have the most variables. But don't worry, because I Googled it and I had to look at what Gianni Versace jackets were going for, because if you don't know, if you're not aware, Gianni Versace was a limited fashion line because of Gianni Versace's assassination. Essentially, from what I could tell online, Gianni Versace jackets are going for around at least 1,000 Australian dollars. Obviously this one is a bit dinged up, it's not in perfect condition. I bought it because I think it looked cute and I wanted it for myself, not because I was planning on reselling it. But I also kind of was like, oh, if it like doesn't really work out, hopefully I can resell it for at least the amount I paid for it. And that would be the case here. for sure. But I entirely intend on taking this to the dry cleaners, telling them to please be careful with it, and wearing it because it is gorgeous, stunning, perfect, immaculate, amazing. Again, I could not find for the life of me a picture or a listing for this jacket anywhere. So I have a feeling it's pretty one of a kind, if not one of a kind, one of a few. And I just think it's so cool. Like, again, if you can imagine, like, this is a very me jacket. So that was the last item I got. I'm really excited with how that turned out. I was a little bit nervous because it's the first time I have really bought things on auction, and I bought them on a Japanese auction site via a third-party shipping service. So a bit of a gamble, but I feel like one that definitely paid off. Obviously, I went in looking just for the Vivienne Westwood necklace, which perfect, stunning, amazing. So happy with that purchase, and I'm really, really happy with the things I found as well. And I just really enjoyed the process of, like, you know, every couple of days going onto the website, having a look for some things that I had my eye on, sort of just hunting through the internet. And I know that's not for everyone and not something that everyone enjoys, but I found that the satisfaction of finding these items after, you know, looking and waiting really, really paid off. So yeah, that was just me chatting about some of the secondhand luxury purchases that I got from Japan via a third-party shipping proxy service thingy-madoo. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you felt like the finds I found were good finds. I hope you enjoyed this sort of slightly different video. I was really excited to film this because I just wanted to rip the package open, but I wanted to give my initial impression to you as I did so. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!